Hey guys, welcome back to another monthly book review. I'm so late, I don't want to hear it. It's September 8th, the day before the Eternal Sunshine tour pre-sale. Wait, he said I think I just got front row. What? I believe I read 8 books. Honestly, I think I had some pretty good reads. I can't fully remember right now, but I'm pretty sure that I liked what I read. Do you like my new backdrop? Guys, why haven't I done this before? Hello, my bookshelf. Why haven't I filmed in front of my bookshelf? Such a good question. It's a great area of my house. I love my bookshelf. The lighting probably isn't amazing. I do have one of my studio lights out because I had an audition last night, so I just kept it up to film this now. All of that to say, the first book I read was Model Behavior by Sierra Spencer. Now, I just really did love this book, y'all. I read it in a day, and it's been a very long time since I had done that. I gave it 4 to 5 stars. I read it the first day of August and finished it the first day of August. My full Goodreads review is, no, I was not ready for it to end. This was such a sweet story, and the mental health rep in this book didn't feel out of place or forced. I love Liam and Serena so much. Strangers to friends to lovers never gets enough love. Yeah, okay, let's talk about that really quick. Enemies to lovers, rivals to lovers, childhood best friends to lovers, that is common. But just strangers who then get to hang out and then start to get feelings for each other, that's not praise. That's not talked about enough or celebrated. And I ate it up in this book. This book is centered around a model and a hockey player. Actually, this hockey player is sponsoring this ad, and she's one of the models there. He doesn't know what he's doing. She kind of helps him through it, and they end up working together, and they fake date. And I love this story. I could not recommend it enough. If you need a quick, entertaining read on Kindle Unlimited, please go for this. Liam and Serena deserve all the praise. Then I went into Coach by Devney Perry. This is the first book in the Treasure State Wildcat series. It took me 2 days to read it. This is disappointing. I rated it 2.5 stars. If I was on chapter 8 of this book, I would have been 2.5. This is a 5. Or at least a 4. The second half completely fell flat to me. It's about Millie and Ford, 2 people who went to college together. He had a really horrible girlfriend, but Millie was his best friend. Him and his girlfriend break up. He then starts realizing he's had feelings for Millie the whole time. They kiss. Then that night, he finds out that his ex-girlfriend's pregnant. So he tries to make it work with his ex-girlfriend. They have the baby. They're together for years. They're married until they're not. And he goes back to the college that him and Millie met at, where Millie also works in the college sports academic side of things. So they are kind of friends to lovers for literally 5 seconds, to strangers, to enemies. She's really hurt by him. Not really enemies, but she is hurt by him. I was eating this up, and then the last half I was like, okay, well now they're together, now what? Put in my Goodreads review, maybe boring, ? Which is crazy because the first half is not boring at all. Oh my god, the next book. I love this book. Marriage for One by Ella Mize? OMG. Gave this 4.5 stars. Looking back, why didn't I just give it a 5? I don't know. Oh, I do know, I wrote it. I just wish he groveled more. I fear she let him off the hook too soon. True. So this is a marriage of convenience, but it's really just disguised as a marriage of convenience because he just really finds her intriguing and he really wants to be with her because he really likes her. No one talks about this book. I didn't even know this book existed. I was just scrolling on Kindle Unlimited and I was like, oh, sure, whatever. Hello? Amazing book. I can't. The cover, however, okay, so there's a cartoon cover and then there's a man on the front, which take him off. And then I also don't like the cartoon cover. So I love this book. It's the perfect, I can't describe it. Oh, it's about Jack and Rose. I wanted a book where one of the main characters really messes up, or they get in a huge argument, or there's a major fight, there's a major fallout. I've been reading books where it was the third act breakup was like not talking for like 5 minutes, and I wanted something that like hurt. And this book is that. The reason I didn't give it 5 stars is because he didn't grovel enough, and she kind of took him back a little bit too quick. She made him work for it. She did. It was a while. But I fear I needed a little bit more. Other than that, amazing book. I could not recommend it enough. Okay, so because I loved Marriage for One so much, I was like, I need to read another book by this author, Stat. So I read The Hardest Fall. It was sweet. There's nothing wrong with this book. Zoe and Dylan had a very cute story, but it wasn't amazing, it wasn't show-stopping, it was nothing to write home about, so I just gave it a 3-star. But a very sweet love story and a very quick read as well, if you're looking for a college romance. Okay, the next book I read was another college romance, but it was The Goal by Elle Kennedy. It was the 4th book in the Off-Campus series. Absolutely ate it up. I gave it 3.5 stars, so it wasn't my favorite in the series, but it was so good. Tucker.
I slowly started to be seduced by him, like he started to seduce me.
Tucker, stop looking at me like that. I love him. I need him in my pocket. Sabrina can come too, honestly. Hi. Yeah, and honestly, I think a lot of people should have died in this book, honestly, so. Ray, to name one. So my 3.5 rating, it comes from the fact that I think this book could have ended sooner. And okay, it's not necessarily that it dragged on. It felt like there was pushback that wasn't real pushback, and the not real pushback made the book long. I can't give you a scholarly reason. It's just how I feel. I'm sorry. In my review, I said, Sabrina, you should have ended Ray's life. Yeah. Hold on, I had to get my book. The Hawthorne Legacy. If you watched my last, I think it was my last, no. If you watched my reading wrap up from either last month or the month before, I had read The Inheritance Games, and I called myself the new Inheritance Games stan, and this book just further proves that it's fact. Ate it up, absolutely loved it. I cannot explain to you enough how much fun it is to read this book and to learn about these characters and to like know more about every person in this book. At the moment, I think I'm Team Jameson. But listen, it could change. I don't think it will. I just love Avery. I fear I just love her, and honestly, I'm Team Avery. Hate to say it. I am not Team Belly. Do not get that confused. I am Team Conrad through the roof. That has nothing to do with this. This is just more so Avery as a person. I need to read the next book. I haven't yet, and please just read it. Just read it. Just vote. Just vote. Next book I read was my first book on my brand new Kindle. Guys, my friend Grace, my sweet, sweet, sweet best friend Grace, got me the green little Kindle, and I named her Elfie, and she is so cute and perfect. And the first book I read on it was Fall With Me by Becca Mack, and it was a great book, and I really enjoyed it, and it was a good first book to read on my Kindle. I rated it 4 stars on Goodreads, but I did put maybe 3.5 stars, and the reason why is because it's so cheesy. This whole series is cheesy. The first book is almost like, it's a lot. I really loved this book, and the reason I did is because I like the people, but there were times where I was just like, this is too hard to read. It's sweet. It really is so sweet, and I love the story, and just describing, I'm like, dang, I really like that book. But then I have to remember there were times where it was like Cornball City. It was kind of Cornball City, honestly. But if you liked the series, and you like hockey, found family, interconnected standalone romances, I think you would like this. Oh, I ended this month on the biggest high. Favorite book of the month? No, that's not true. But kind of, maybe, no. Okay, so it's, oh my god, hold on. This was my highest rated book of the month. I gave this 5 stars. Next book I gave 4.5. It's the first book of the Crowns of Nyaxia series called The Serpent and the Wings of the Night by Carissa Broadbent. I love this. I'm not a fantasy reader. I'm not really a romantasy reader. I got into this. Holy smoke! I got teary-eyed. It was intense. It was also a funny book. I thought it was very clever. This book is also a little bit older, so it's like, it could have been popular back in the day. I don't know. I just picked it up because I was like, this kind of sounds cool. So I couldn't love it more. Actually, I probably could have, because I gave it 4.5 stars. Why didn't I give it 5 stars? I don't know. I need to stop doing that. If it's better than a 4-star book, it's a 5-star book. I need to just start doing, like, why? Anyway, that was my last book of August. I ended on such a high. That is all. I had a great time hanging out with you and telling you the books I read. When this is uploaded, I'm not sure. It will be before October, hopefully. By the time that I upload this, I will have Ariana Grande tickets. If you've read any of these, as always, please let me know. I am very curious to always hear people's opinions. Sometimes saying them on social media is it's just asking to get your ass beat, honestly. Sometimes you'll be like, wow, I love this book, and people are like, okay, well, I hope your family dies. It would be like, I love this book, and someone would be like, okay, well, the writing is horrible, your mom's ugly. Like, okay, no, perfect, thank you so much. Book spaces on social media are not always welcoming, and they're not always constructive. I want to hear from you watching my video. If you've read any of these books, your thoughts on them. If you highly agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, I don't want to hear it. To be frank, I'm kidding. September is Suicide Awareness Month. If you or anyone you know is struggling, reach out, ask for help. Music for me has been my biggest help, and my faith and what I believe in. I've told people in my past and people I really care about to just find something to believe in, and that is enough for me, at least, to want to stay a little bit longer. I believe in God, but I also believe in the power of music, and I believe in the power of art, and I believe in sharing all the good things in the world with random people on the internet, and I believe in the universe and everything that's thrown my way. I believe that doors will open. I believe they'll open for you, and I believe that we are here for a reason. There's no right timeline. Your timeline is perfect for you, and you just need to follow it, and I just hope you know how special you are. So many good things to be alive for. For instance, the Eternal Sunshine Tour. Yep, exactly. She's going on tour in 2026. Over. I love you so much. Please, 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 there are so many hotlines, there are so many people, there are so many therapists, there are so many communities that are built for you. So if you need anything, reach out and read some books. Let's read books together. That'd be fun. Let's start a book club, okay? Love you. Bye.